All right, welcome back to another segment. This time around, we are going to be deliberating on the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup so far. Talking about Chelsea
Yeah.
and also talking about our new player, Liam Delap. But before we dive into the Club World Cup so far for Chelsea and what we are expecting next in the Club World Cup, let us talk about the left winger, the speculated, rumored left wingers we have been hearing about.
All right.
The one currently right now that we see that Chelsea are still in contact with the club is Jamie Gittens. Chelsea are still in contact with the club because the player have not responded to any other club. He wants Chelsea and Chelsea alone. You understand?
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys heard about this other player, Malick Fofana,
Yeah.
that Chelsea has made a verbal inquiries about the young Olympic Lyon winger. He's also a left winger too. But looking at these two players, which of them will you pick? Just in case, okay, let's say Borussia Dortmund did not agree to the second offer that Chelsea will bring in. We used to advise Chelsea to just go and bring Malick Fofana.
You said if Dortmund doesn't.
Agree to our next upgraded fee that we'll bring.
Well, Fofana is not a bad choice. Watching him, I feel like he's the second best option. Normally, I'll pick Gittins. I'll pick Gittins because the importance of that left wing role. We saw it against Los Angeles when we played against Los Angeles. We need a good left winger, probably two, if possible two. So, but since you said if Dortmund does not accept the Chelsea's offer, I think Malick Fofana will be a good option. But then we shouldn't just keep it there.
Won't you take Garnacho?
I will not. I won't take Garnacho. I'm not saying it because I just want to put it out there. He's not a bad player. I've said this thing before. Garnacho is not a bad option. But just because he doesn't tick everything for me as a winger, he doesn't tick all the boxes for me as a winger. So I'll pick either of these guys, Malick Fofana or Jamie Gittins. But if we cannot get Gittins, and to me, I would love us to have two more left wingers. Two more. If we get Fofana, the next person that comes into my head is not that person than Kudus. But we're talking about Fofana and Gittins. That's the way I just see it.
So you prefer Gittins?
Yeah, I prefer Gittins over Fofana. Everything in the winger, as a winger, the goal scoring from both feet is good in that. The physicality is there. Yes, the physicality is there. And the ball retention. Best way if you hold ball, at least. Then the dribbling, of course. Then playing as a direct winger, which is one of the most important things we are looking for. Playing as a very direct winger, a winger that at the end of the day, when you dribble, what is the next thing? It's goal scoring. And he has that. Gittins has an eye for goal.
But Malick Fofana also have eyes for goal too.
Now, if you are comparing the two of them, I think Gittins is ahead of Fofana in that area. And is more established as a professional football player. He's more established. He has played in big tournaments. At least we can count all those things. They are both young, but Gittins stand out for me. He's good and he's also good in the one-on-one. He's good in one-on-one. So for me, Gittins above Fofana. But if you can get the two players, I'll be very happy with that.
I go with Big Dave for that. I'll choose Gittins over Malick Fofana. Now, another fact I'll be bringing is about accuracy. I feel Gittins is more accurate than him. And talking about the tournaments, that's a very good example to use. He has played in bigger tournaments than Malick Fofana. Yes, he's a good player, young, prospective, but talking about the standard, for me, if you are bringing a player like Malick Fofana, I don't think it's really going to change anything
like immediately
because waiting the guy won't give us. Now waiting with this Madueke they manage. We are managing Madueke for it and we cannot still put ourselves in that manageable position. But using a player like Gittens, at least I've said this in over and over that. I think one of the time I watched Gittens was at Dortmund, Barcelona.
Yes, in the Champions
Guy.
League.
You know, they started him as the right wing forward, and it was as if he was a kind of shaking. But when they carried this guy go left, guy, I saw some good lights and potentials in this guy that if he acts on, like improving yourself, guy, Gittens he'll be that quick. He's fast.
It's fast. Come on.
Like, see, that's what they cry for Chelsea. Say, no, when you just come on one player, shoot ball. He has that quality already. So of every winger we are speculating in Chelsea, I think
the left position.
yes, as per the left position, I think for now Gittens is the best. The person that would have been ahead of him would have been Nico, if not for the wage and the rest of it. But for now, anybody you are mentioning around this left wing forward, I think Gittens is the one that fits that position. He fits it. I think he will do more than Sancho. Sancho was trying for us. It was not really bad. It's just that your 10 minutes activeness and 80 minutes non-activeness, that was the problem with him. But having Gittens, I think we are a bit assured that we'll be comfortable with him. So I go with Gittens. And even though we are not really bringing Gittens, I think we should scout more. I feel Chelsea is a club that we have this eye for young, brilliant players. Like, if Chelsea really scouts more for a winger, I think they will find someone better. Go to the Netherlands League. Check there. Ajax, Feyenoord, guy. I think we'll be having some crazy players there.
That's cool. For me too, I think I'll pick Gittens. But I would have loved them to sign the both players. But looking at the price tag, there's a little bit of similarity when it comes to the price tag.
Yeah.
Of them. So definitely, I don't think Chelsea ready to spend so much like that
Yeah.
when it comes to that position. But I know that for sure, Gittens will come to Chelsea because the player have this hunger. He wants to play. Even yesterday when he played for the team, when he came from the bench, no be just be like, oh, these people are wasting my time. No be as close day. You understand? A player that I've not even heard listening to other clubs, he's still sticking to Chelsea. And that brings me back to the projects. What are they telling this young people? Well, already said, you go come Chelsea because we are in the Champions League.
Yeah. Sure.
Only that alone will motivate you to come. You understand? Yeah, let's go back to the Club World Cup. I guess you guys watch the Club World Cup. You guys don't. We are not.
I watched it.
What was the positive and the negative you take from it? Which one will you start from? The positive and the negative?
I'll start from the positive because I did not really see much players there that were positive. It was just few players that were positive in the game. And I will start with the player that came from the bench. Enzo did Enzo changed the game entirely. His presence. I think Enzo is improving greatly. Just as Dave said, Enzo is improving. Like he's trying to prove a point that I can do better. I can do better. The way they are hyping me, I feel I deserve it.
And competition.
Yes, and competition. So but for the first half, the positive people there were just the defenders. I think our defenders, they are doing better. And from the look of things, I feel that there is this eye Maresca has on Tosin. And Tosin is always proving him right. He's always proving him right. Looking at Kowi is improving greatly. From there, you're always pushing to the midfield. Possibly, say you're even pushing to your opponent's 18, and you're still pulling back. Talking about the left back, though Cucurella was too inverted in the game. There was that one. I was even confused. Why are you playing this young man? He was just running, and he's energetic. He goes see run for there, see run, come back, see game balance. James tackles were good. James was balanced in the game. But going to the front, and thank God this man realized himself. I don't know what is wrong with Lavia. I don't even know what he was doing there. But let me not talk about Lavia first. I think I felt a little positivity from Nicholas Jackson as of the first half. Now let me go to my negativity. Palmer. Madueke. In fact, let me not call Madueke first. That one, his own is too big. But you see, Palmer, I don't know whether he's too desperate See, guy, let me tell you, this is a football club. You don't have to prove a point. Give your contribution. The team's victory is everybody's victory. You don't have to prove a point. Like now, a bench player that plays for Argentina when Argentina won the World Cup, that player will just sit down for bench, will not even touch ball for one match. That World Cup they then carry, he never follow there.
He follow carry. I mean.
So see, bro, you must not always like you won't score. And even the time where you can't even get the clean chance to score, you did not do anything. And it seems as if he's now playing with a kind of indisciplinedness this period. You won't just shoot ball, you just want to shoot ball. Now going to Neto. Yes, you are trying. You are saying, yes, this guy, he takes the pace and the rest of the team, but bro, you have to caution yourself sometimes. Say, winger, we expect beyond that you're running from you. There's sometimes you have to clear defenders. One thing I realized in that game was our wingers were unable to dribble. Like to clear a Los Angeles defender. It was just that dribble that Neto dribbled and scored the goal. That was too clear. A good player, as far as a player, you are being paid to play. Or you're supposed to dribble that guy. Because the guy was already coming with speed. No, you have to break him down. He go. So it was not as if there was anything really special. Madueke was the worst. Where is that boy coming from? I don't know.
I mean, that's one question.
Is he coming from Meduguri? I don't understand.
I say, how he carry the win England man of the match, chef? Now, what did they surprise me today?
And now the excuse is that somebody is telling me that that's not his position. What's the meaning of that? Like, how does that sound in your ear? I remember when we started playing him that position, his first 2 games, you that was saying that is not his position, you were the person that said, I better listen, show, make Madueke Dedi and him, now he wing be that. So what's the excuse for? Excuse is a tool for the incompetence. Like these players, I don't understand. Like that boy. See, I wish I did for that feed. Those players then get luck. If me, like I did for that feed, so now I go run enter feed, just slap. I go just give you better slap for back. Me, you get sense. I run come out.
So you run come out.
I tell you. I don't know if you can talk. Can I talk about Delap now?
Right.
Now, Jackson did well. Yes, he did well.
Are you putting Delap inside the negativity?
No, positive. Oh, okay. Oh, Delap is on the positive side. But let me just talk about Jackson. Jackson did well. He did quite well because I never expected that kind of assist from somebody like Jackson.
If he does say Jackson do it, talk with him because to me, I know it will come to me.
Yeah.
The only thing why I know say Jackson actually do it for that match and that assist.
But yes.
And you get one chance where small dribble where he made. One small dribble where he made.
That's it.
But apart from that, bro.
But I feel that those people were too physical.
Yes.
Those people were too physical, boy. You know, on a normal Madueke on that left wing, he takes on Premier League players. I don't know whether it's because it's the first time they are playing with an American team. That's why you are finding it this difficult. Because, guy, to dribble those people, I'm not sure they will dribble like really dribble those people.
That's why they dribble their players.
Then use Caicedo like first half. Like there was a time I almost cried and I was very angry. I say I for stone Lavia my phone. And now, see, Maresca, I'm beginning to love you for this team. You take correction very fast. Instantly, I say this Lavia we ain't play for you. I say this one because of Lavia. Like,
no, not Testron. I feel I say in the Testron.
Not Testron, but Tango saying realize quick. Our Maresca before, he go alarm. He go say, let's see what you do second half. He go walk on the gamble the game. But Lavia made Caicedo to suffer.
Yeah.
He made Caicedo to suffer. It was when Enzo came in. The balance was not there. You can't see Caicedo like, but I really anticipated to watch. Andre Santos guy. I really wanted to see what he would do. They brought in Esugo. Esugo he's a very physical player, good in tackles, but see that flexibility. No matter how he be, he just got to get that flexibility as a player. But we'll watch more of him. Then bringing him Delap, guy. I felt, I've never really been in support of Chelsea signing Delap. Yeah, Dave knows. We used to argue about that, but I just saw Delap presence. Like the guy just proved me wrong for that. He did not really do anything special, but they don't even give this boy a ball. That was my problem. I need to understand what Chelsea did they play. You see, those wingers, they are playing nonsense. Come on, ball from those people, they are like, give us where they play ball. Give us where they play ball. No be Delap now, we be 9. We can enter that wing, give that assist where Enzo you score. Who be this man, safe? Come on, ball, they give Neto no better you go carry ball, they run. Give people a sometimes they feel just create something really unique. And Delap, even aside from the assist, there was a very sweet ball that he played. Like he took on the player, that player tried to use body hold Delap. Delap, with that same beast. I think that guy, he's going to be this Haaland kind of player. That guy go dangerous. If he builds on very well. And the guy was, I felt Delap presence in the game, and I'm very happy that we had him in our team. And even though we don't get an extra player, and we have Jackson as a support to him, because not when I want to talk, say that Jackson assist, Delap assist, guy, Delap. I will rate Delap ahead, bro. I will rate Delap because I'm very sure that thing he did. Jackson, yes, he will try, but he's just unique and it's better for me.
All right.
Well, Gifts has said almost everything. I just said my mind, but I'll just put in some things. Our defenders are doing very well, especially our center backs.
Yeah.
Like the positivity in that game. Tosin and Kobe, I'm beginning to become confident in them.
Yeah.
You understand? And good job from Maresca to still have belief in these boys, because I know from the beginning of the season they were making a whole lot of mistakes. Kobe they make mistake, but now Kobe don't recover himself. He don't get himself back. Tosin now is showing that experience, that real experience to sign him for. And sometimes it's just good for us to just have a little bit of patience on players, because when they settle, when they adapt, they begin to play their best football. You see, our center backs, they are one of the best in pulling the ball out in terms of long range passes.
Yeah.
Accurate long. I'm not talking about pass where we say you go just throw that. Accurate long range passes. Like if Tosin pass ball for you from that defense line, if you reach attacker, if you reach striker, number 9, and it breaks opposition's half. So that is one thing I love about our defender, our center backs especially. They are really doing very well. Coming into Caicedo, yes, even though you say okay from the first half, they used him a little bit. I said it before. Our preview before the game, that we are playing against an American team. They are very physical. They are not easy to play. I said it here.
Yeah.
And to be honest, yes, most people might say they are not impressed with the Chelsea performance, but I'll still give them kudos, because look at the other people, the big teams that are playing the American teams. How far? Dortmund, how far? Inter Milan, how far? They could not get goals against these teams. To tell you how difficult it is.
We'll get there.
You understand? So, but I will still give Caicedo. Like Caicedo really tried in that game.
Yeah.
He came back. He still exerted that brilliance, that authority as a DM.
Yeah.
He held it down for us. Now the issues I was having in that game was number 1, Kopama. I have a worry. I'm worried. People don't know, but I feel very worried about Kopama. If this guy will be able to perform next season. Now get where I'm going though. Because remember when I said something, I said, I think the way Maresca is giving this guy a free roll, I think that's what is stopping him. I know Palmer loves to have more of the ball, and because of that, because sometimes our midfielders, when they push ball, come front, he would like to go back and take the ball because he wants to have more touches, obviously.
Yeah.
Now think about it. If you go back and take the ball and you start distributing it, or you start attempting to carry the ball, which time would you have to enter that attacking space that you have, that you're supposed to possess, to have a chance at goal? You need to think about it. And this is the reason why you see Enzo Fernandez arrive more at the box.
Yeah.
Because you see Palmer will drop deep and Enzo Fernandez will have to push in front. So it's a problem. If Palmer keeps playing like this, he might not have more chances to even score. He might not see more of Palmer scoring. And that was what happened towards the end of the season. We talked about Palmer, yes. How many goals and assists did he have in the last 15 games? Or let's just say 10 games. The only goal he scored was that I think that was against Liverpool, the penalty. And that is a problem. That's why I'm scared, because the Palmer that we know, he plays high up the pitch with Jackson. And it's not hard for him to get chances. And when he gets chances, he converts it
to goals, yeah.
But now, recently, just like you said, even the chance he had, that
clear chance.
I don't know what he did. He just put it out. So the solution, I think, is playing Palmer high up the pitch. And if you play Palmer high up the pitch, the issue that we're having now is that the midfielders we have are more or less stiff. Again, we talked about stiffness under Pochettino. Now it's as though it's happening again. Because Lavia I was expecting Lavia to do more of creativity
Yeah.
in that match. I wanted to see the creativity. Okay, Maresca has started Caicedo and Lavia. I want to see your creativity, Lavia. But it wasn't just there, and it's not his attributes. Lavia doesn't have that creativity. He's more or less a holding midfielder. And that was the problem for us. The ball was not, we didn't have more distributions forward.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
I noticed something again, even when Delap came in. Come on, guys, give the ball to feed Delap. He's the striker, feed him. How many of the balls was being fed to Delap? I was just looking and I was like, bro, I think this is the reason why most of the times we don't get the best out of our strikers, because we are not playing to feed our strikers. How many crosses was being delivered from our wingers to the striker to at least make an attempt to nod or even score? It's crazy. We need creativity in the midfield. I don't know if Santos can provide us that, which I'm really eager to want to watch Santos to see if he can be able to provide that bit of creativity for us. Why he also covers the physicality aspect. So for me, another negative side is our wingers. Now, Pelenote scored a very good goal, and which you said is a normal thing for him to even to break that defender, because
that's
the defender
true,
was
that's
coming
true.
with
Too
serious
much speed,
momentum, with speed. But apart from that, Neto taking on the players one-on-one as a winger, dribbling the defenders was a problem. All the one-on-one was no way, nothing they come out. Same with Madueke. I folded my hands. I said, no. This is not what we want to do next season. We cannot start this thing again next season. And that's why every day, thank God for this Club World Cup. Thank God for this.
Yeah.
Let us be watching. Let us be seeing where we need to make adjustments.
That's
and
true.
adjust it. We need to come with full force.
Next season. Come
on.
Yeah, right.
So,
right.
For me, that's just how I observe it. Palmer needs to play high up the pitch with the attacker. The midfielders need to be feeding the striker.
The wingers need to work.
Delap. I cannot contend that Delap was opening, was positioning.
But nobody was.
Nobody did give him. The guy would just be like, no, obviously he won't want to say anything now.
He's new.
He just came in. He won't want to say anything. But when you read your attackers run and feed them the ball, our wingers need to do more better. Of course, you're going to sign better wingers. But them themselves, that will still be in the club, they need to still do better.
Yeah.
If not, they go bench. They go see that bench. They go make them more long.
I mean, I feel everything really affects that Delap was. You know, when they later brought Delap, I think Palmer was off the pitch.
No, Palmer had not been changed. Palmer was the one that gave him that pass before he crossed to Enzo Fernandez. Yes,
Palmer was substituted in the game.
Yes, he was substituted for Nkunku.
All right. I guess that's enough for now.
Oh, my man, make sure Nkunku got the laugh.
You can drop your own positivity and your own negativity concerning the Club World Cup game against Los Angeles, and more games to come, which will be talking about the positive.
No go easy.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the more we watch, the more we see where Chelsea need to
Make
strengthen.
adjustments.
Yeah.
Our next video will be talking about the transfers and players we feel that needs to come into this team and put things in order.
Yeah.
You understand? Thank you very much. I remain your humble boy Peters.
My name is Big Dave.
And my name is Gifto.
Don't forget to like, share, and
Subscribe.
Yeah.